Hi everyone, it's me, Mr. Myers. Nice to see you. It's August, so I was like, I'm thinking about school a lot more. I wonder if everybody else is too. And I thought I would make a video to say hi, to see how you're doing, and to give you a couple of announcements about things related to OHS Theater Arts. So here we go. First thing, Senior Plaque Awards from the class of 2020. I made a video, and apparently that video didn't get in. So, quickly after posting this, I'm gonna post that video on our Instagram page. Congratulations to all the winners of our Plaque Awards. You will be immortalized for everybody to see in the comments as they walk by once we can all gather again. The second announcement also has to do with seniors. One of the other traditions that we have is the senior sign-out board. Since we didn't get an in-person musical and we didn't have an in-person strike, I know everybody's disappointed about strike, we didn't get a chance to do the senior sign-out board from last year. So here's what you need to know. If you were a senior involved in any shows this year, either in tech or in acting, you can put your name on a sign-out board, and that will be put up somewhere in the theater as soon as it's full, and we'll create a new one once it's full. But this one still has some room on it, and your time is now. So next week, on Tuesday, the 11th of August, I will be out front of Oli in the parking lot, kind of like we did for Little Mermaid scripts and handouts and things. I'll be in that parking lot out front with the sign-out board and a bunch of Sharpies that you can use to sign your name. I'll be there between like 10 a.m. and maybe like noon or 12:30. So come by then. You must wear a mask. You gotta stay socially distant. I will stay away from the board and we'll wave and talk and from afar. But I'll have some Sharpies and some hand sanitizer that you can use, and you can sign your name on there. Also, on that day, on Tuesday, for seniors, I will have a picture of the brick wall in the shop, and you can virtually claim a brick. I will put some tape and your name on that brick in the shop, and once we can gather and you can come in and paint, if you're not at school, if you're at school, that brick will be held for you as a marker. The brick painting kind of got off to a start last year, and then 2020, right, with us not being at school, it was a hiccup. I don't want you to lose out on that opportunity too. So come by, claim a brick, sign the senior sign-out board. The biggest piece of this video, though, is this. I wanted to extend an invitation for you to participate with me in an upcoming episode of Small Talk with Myers. Last year, we started this series. I think we did 2 episodes with Taylor hosting and me answering some questions. Anything regarding theater. It could be about theater at OHS. It could be about me. Maybe you have something in your mind that you're curious about me, and you can ask that question. I have put a link in the bio of our Instagram page to a form where you could submit a question one of 2 ways. The first way is that you can type out your question. In the Google form, you're going to put your name and you're going to put your class in the 2020-2021 school year. And then you can simply just type out your question. I will read your name though, so please put the pronunciation of your name in parentheses if it's tricky, and I will try to get it right. But that way you could just type out your question and I will answer it and read it maybe in an upcoming episode of Small Talk with Myers. The second way, though, is this. You can record a video of yourself asking the question, and that way I can see your face and answer your question and like it'll be a little bit of an interaction. It'll look a little bit more like an interview. So you can submit your questions using that Google form. You can submit your videos using that Google form. It's up to you how you do it. But if you do film a video, please film it like this in landscape mode. The selfie mode doesn't edit very well, and I'll be editing these together. I hope to put up maybe like 2 videos before school starts, and then this will be a way that we can kind of continue on asking questions as school gets going. I'm sure with all the announcements and with last night's school board meeting and next week's school board meeting, you might have some questions about what stuff looks like at school next year. I may have an answer for you. I may read your question and then tell you I don't know. Because there's some stuff that I don't know too. So I'm like you and I'm curious. You may have a question about me that has nothing to do with theater. Could be my acting career, could be stuff that I've done this summer. You could tell me a cool hobby that you've picked up this summer and then ask me what I've done this summer. You could ask me a question about my girls, about this house, about, I don't know, whatever. I do have the right to veto some questions if they're too personal, but whatever you want to ask. It is Small Talk with Myers, and it's supposed to be pretty casual and fun. So I hope that you have been taking care of yourself this summer. I miss seeing your guys' faces around the halls and in the commons and on the stage. I miss collaborating with you and creating art. So hopefully this year we get to do some of that. All right. I look forward to seeing your questions. Remember, the link is in the bio. Otherwise, take care of yourself, wash your hands, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.